We can do gun control. It's a good one. It's gun
That's a good one.
control. Let's do that one. Actually,
Okay.
pro gun, anti gun. Someone can
I'll let
debate
you
me.
two go because
Yeah.
fucking yeah, I'm actually curious what you guys think on that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
I'll pick tails. See.
Obviously after the debate, because obviously you guys have to say whatever,
Yeah.
regardless.
All right, I'll go first. Let's see. Fuck, man. How would we get pro gun? Son of a bitch. Oh shit. Oh, I still got it. What the hell?
Oh, you got it? What the
Wait, what'd you get?
I got pro gun, but it was like right on the
Okay.
median. Like almost got anti.
So
Alright.
I'm advocating for non.
Yeah, like
Non-gun
like anti-gun
No
control.
guns,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, got you. Okay, all right.
All right.
He's
So
about to go Ben Shapiro on here.
all right, here we go. Let's see. All right, so the better side of the political spectrum as far as this affair is concerned is pro-gun. Guns establish defense for even the most average of citizen. It would be counterproductive to try and eliminate guns because the only ones that would turn their guns in at the end of the day would be law-abiding citizens that are okay with losing their very ways of protecting themselves. Criminals do criminal acts, so the last thing they're going to do is do a legal act and return their very weapons that they utilize to commit crimes. So hence, a very heavy gun control will be counterproductive and in fact increase danger for all. The populace would be more at danger because criminals would have more incentive to steal, knowing that individuals no longer carry firearms in their homes. So again, it'd be counterproductive. The weak left ideology tries to promote anti-gun. In reality, you're just making everyone else's life more unsafe, and is very illogical and a clear appeal to emotion, which is fallacious. Pro-gun is the W stance. Okay.
All right.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it, bud.
Ready, go.
Okay, so unfortunately, having no guns permitted is the viable way of continuing our future existence, and this is simply why. We have seen a plethora of occasions of people committing mass homicides in schools or public buildings or just randomly all over the country, and this is because the Second Amendment is enforced. And the Second Amendment essentially allows people to carry firearms. And the way to get this firearm is from a series of testing, which unfortunately enables people to get guns in the first place due to inadequate testing, and enables them to use that said weapon to commit these homicides in the first place. So unfortunately, our society is not full of good citizens. It has a spectrum of people, and so we have to take into account for that. Also, we are getting our Fourth Amendment waived when we have to go into buildings and get searched because of guns being existent in the first place. So it's counterproductive to the whole Bill of Rights in the first place, and unfortunately, it causes a lot of destruction more than it does
All right.
appeasement. Yeah.
All right, folks. Let us know who you thought won that one. That was an interesting one. Gun control is an interesting political talking point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think on it overall, though?
So,
Like, legit.
legitimately,
Obviously, there's pros and cons to both.
yeah,
but-
legitimately, I'm more
Yeah.
pro-gun than anti-gun, but I do think
Okay.
there needs to be regulation. I think that the screening process should be more rigorous, and I would say strict to a
more
degree.
enforcement. Yeah.
Yeah, like psychological
Exactly.
evaluation should be the standard. It shouldn't be just as easy as going to fucking Big Five and buying a rifle and going home in 5
Yeah,
minutes.
it looked like, let's be real, like them
That's what I was saying.
like, one
Yeah.
small regulation as to removing all the gun shit from Walmart, that helped in a way. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so I
Like
would
anybody
say,
can walk in a fucking Walmart, and just
yeah. So I would say that I am in completely favor for. However, I am against removing guns. I think it's counterproductive. I think that
it's always going to be crime.
yeah,
As
there
always,
will always be crime, and trust me,
Look at
criminals
drugs.
criminals
It's
that
illegal,
want
but-
guns are going to have guns. They're going to get guns one way or the
Yeah.
other. There are already 300 plus million guns in the United States. You're not going to be able to remove every single.
Like, you
gun.
think, oh, let's make a law and no guns, no more, and
Yeah.
and now only the fucking government and police have guns, so we're basically fucked, But like, well, you really think that's gonna stop everyone from getting a gun and hiding
Yeah.
it? Like,
So
Yeah, so basically, like even if I was to be like no guns, I mean, obviously what Jay just said is just going to nullify that desire to begin with. But
that would
I would
give
say-
more incentive to have it too.
yeah.
yeah,
do
the
the
Second
opposite.
Amendment is essentially to advocate for self-defense. You utilize it. You're allowed to carry a weapon if need be to use it in case there's self-defense or something that justifies use in the first place, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like I said earlier, there's a spectrum of people, right? And they can either if you are allowing them to have guns, then it doesn't matter if you have one or not. They can go in while you're sleeping, or it doesn't really matter. The thing exists, the situation exists entirely, and it's because we're at this point where there's a plethora of guns, and no matter what we try to do with abolishing it or not, there's nothing to be done about it. So the best we can do is try to increase the difficulty in acquiring them, or some restraint.
Try to tackle the cons,
so
and make it into a positive.
Yeah. Let's put Karen is racist, Karen is not. Let's see, let me get these off.
My thoughts and get
Okay,
ready for
I guess me and Batman can go. Yeah.
Do
that's
work.
fun.
Alright, I'll go first. Let's see what I get. I got Tails. Shit. Karen is racist. Okay.
Oh.
It's
Oh,
gonna
so you
be,
got that it is racist?
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not okay.
this is gonna be interesting to debate. Alright. 1 minute apiece. Here we go. Alright, so the term Karen most definitely has a negative connotation. That is, it is highly common that people refer to Karens as white older women, for the most part, that are annoying and irritating to a very considerable extent. Like I said, there's clearly a negative connotation, and the fact that people refer to individuals of a certain race as this term allows us to indicate and classify it as a racist term, similar to any other racist term that applies to any other race in humanity. So the term Karen is definitely racist. It's not even debatable. People only apply it to a certain archetype of individual, again referring to a certain color of skin, which by definition is racism. That's what racism is, when you're referring to an individual based off their skin color and overall race. So hence the term Karen is racist.
Damn.
Yeah. All right, you ready, Batman? Or do you need a second?
Sure. Fuck it. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna say on that. But yeah.
All right, ready, go.
Yeah, so the term Karen isn't racist, and the main reason why is because even though it is a word that's used in with negative meaning, or particularly like with people that are white of race, basically it's a term that's really used for someone that's acting out of shape or out of line, for something that's just absolutely just not necessary, or they're just being extremely dramatic or just overreactive, depending on the particular situation. There's actually been plenty of people that have called either colored individuals a Karen, not just particularly white people either. Some people just literally say it just to antagonize or piss somebody off, because they're calling them a particular person a Karen, regardless of race or skin color. They basically just do it because obviously the meaning of the word has some type of negative value, and it's to kind of get a reaction or to kind of antagonize them because of the behavior tendencies that they're using. Overall, it's not really, it's not a racist term for white people or whatever.
All right.
It's just mainly.
All right,
That's
folks,
all I
you
can think
guys-
of.
You guys let us know you thought on that one, folks. Oh shit, YCA Prodigy with 50 bucks? Holy shit.
Oh,
Damn.
What a fucking
He
goat.
said, Alexa, hold my bag.
Oh shit,
I
Alexa.
thought that one was interesting though, because
Hey, Prodigy.
I don't think it really is racist, but I could definitely see it being implied as such.
Yeah, Prodigy, if you have any debate topic, please by all means let us know. We got you. You did pay $49.99.
That's the direction I was trying to go with it, Shinobi.
Yeah. My argument.
It's a silly question, but when you think about it, it's is it that silly?
Yeah, my argument was just that the very first definition that comes to people's minds when that word is utilized is a white annoying old lady. That was my argument.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
white. That's the key word right there. Yeah.
Does body count matter?
Oh yes, yes it does.
Oh,
Yes,
I
it
like
does.
that. That's a
You
good
want
one.
to
Absolutely
debate
does.
that? If you do want to
Does
debate
it?
that, go for
Yes.
it.
Does it
Yeah.
really matter, Jay?
It really matters. That'll instantly disqualify a female. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good
Disqualification.
topic right there.
Do you think it matters? We could
Oh,
debate
shit.
that.
I don't think it matters.
We can
but
debate
that's
that then.
just-
Hey,
I'm
I
definitely
don't
gonna-
think it matters.
I'm definitely
don't
winning
matter
that
at
one.
all.
I'm definitely winning that one.
Be out here.
Hey, they're at an impasse. You got to debate it then. I
Okay.
found one.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'll go first this time.
Okay. All right.
She
Ready?
said, "Ladies
Wait, how long
first."
do I have?
Let's put 2 minutes.
Yeah, you do 2 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one.
All right. Ready? Go.
I think that the idea that before a woman comes into contact with a man, knowing that there's a past, to take into consideration someone's body count is ignorant. Everyone has their own stories. Everyone has their own is adventurous in their own ways, whether that be with other people. However, I think what is most important when it comes to disqualifying or qualifying someone to be your partner, it has to be based off of your guys' connection emotionally and physically, not based off what they've done in the past. I think that when people ask what people's body counts are, it's a way to judge someone for not really knowing who they are. They could probably be one of the nicest, sweetest people in the world, but when they say, "Oh, I've messed around with this many people," there's this judgment of, "Oh, you're nasty. Oh, you don't know how to keep your legs closed," rather than really getting to know the person before judging them. I think because of that, people have missed out on a lot of opportunities to meet really great people.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna end quickly.
Valid.
But yeah.
You're messy.
All right, so that argument sounded beautifully idealistic, but does not conform with reality whatsoever. It's actually empirically proven that once a woman, I forgot the exact number, but it's around 7 to 12. Once they surpass that, they are statistically proven to be more of a challenge and a problem for men that deal with them. So once you surpass that and become increasingly more and more promiscuous, it's statistically proven that you're more of a problem from your behavior to your temperament to your level of masculinity. It all correlates. So in fact, having a higher body count is statistically proven and empirically proven to make you more of a problem and more of a 304, aka a hoe. That's definitely the realistic world that we live in. Men shouldn't give a shit about emotional connections. Those are subjective perspectives that will cloud your judgment in the end. If the woman does not pass your standard list checking, you should not allow her into your domain. At best, she could be recreational use only if she surpasses a certain number of bodies. A good number is around 7 to 12. If she surpasses that, she's for the streets and belongs in that category, respectively.
7 to 12?
Women that have 20 plus, the higher it gets, the more statistically it's shown that they're a bigger problem for your bank account, for your temperament, for your very your day-to-day life.
Cheat on you.
Yeah, they'll cheat on you. They're for the streets. So there has to be categories for women depending on their body count. Body count's a great indication of what they bring to the table, and if their number's high enough, all they bring to the table is problems and hoish behavior. So it certainly does matter, and you certainly shouldn't depend on your emotional connection. That certainly won't get you anywhere good in life. You'll probably end up with half your shit taken away, your kids taken away, and your house taken away, and you'll end up depressed and in a state of absolute ruin because they have a high body count, and you decide to ignore that because you have a nice, splendid emotional connection, which is just absurd. So yeah.
Damn, Jay hit that. Sent him to the street.
I know, for real. That's the 304.
Like, you know what's crazy? You know what's wild? Like, I actually do agree with Alexa, like, that it shouldn't matter, blah, blah, for X amount of reasons. But when you objectively and logically look at it, Jay's really not lying. For most cases, that's generally what the direction will go in, though, if you have a type of person like that.
Shouldn't, couldn't is just more so like idealistic fantasies, but what is what matters to me, yeah.
Okay, but you're talking about for a female, why does a man's body count matter?
A man's a higher body count indicates the high likelihood that he's successful, because for a man to have a high body count, women have to be attracted to him, which is hard to do as a man. So he's probably a successful guy. If anything,
that is valid.
If anything,
That's
a higher body
valid?
count.
Come on,
Yeah,
Pimpin.
it's the reality.
What the heck?
Okay, let me ask you this question.
No.
This will erase your doubt. Who has a higher body count in the hypothetical? An NBA superstar or some like fat ass in his basement that's an average guy? Who has a higher body count to you?
You use like the most like obvious example.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Huh?
What's the answer to
Well,
the question?
not even that, Jay. All right, be generous to her. A low tier guy or a low tier woman who has that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, how about that? Who has a lower body count? A fat bitch or a decent looking average guy?
Hey.
And a morbidly obese bitch or a average looking guy
Hypertensive?
with hypertension?
Hey, they can get it. I don't care what anyone says. A girl who is probably not everyone's taste can.
Oh, you're right. They get it way more than an average guy does. That shows the disparity. You're right.
So what I'll say about that is, like, with men, it seems like we get like this, like, I don't know, like recognition for like,
Exactly.
having a higher body count, and for women they get trivialized. They get called a hoe or something.
Yeah.
And that I don't necessarily agree with, per se. I mean, but the thing is, like, if people know as a woman you have a higher body count than men, oftentimes are off put by that or something of the sort. So take that for what
It's-
it is.
yeah,
But I don't think they should be like publicly virtual signaled or freaking like
yeah,
you know
it's just
discriminated upon because of that.
the
But
reality
What if
is.
a woman chooses not to disclose that to you, though? If you ask her, oh,
yeah, yeah, of course not. No,
I would
mean,
actually recommend women not to disclose that unless they're like virgins
Facts.
or have like two bodies. Yeah, then I would.
Yeah, we don't really want to know most
Yeah,
times.
it's
too,
better
man.
that you
Like,
don't say it unless you have like legitimately two bodies or less. Then fine, but
I mean, you don't. Yeah.
if you're ran through, you shouldn't tell a guy you like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reality is, the
You're
reason
right.
why it's looked down upon is because it's easy for even a fat bitch to get ran through. It's not a difficult thing to do, nor is it impressive. For a guy to get a bunch of pussy, they have to be appealing. What are physical attractive feats
Like
to
high
women?
tier appealing.
Yeah, they got to be
high
successful. They got to have clout.
tier.
They got to have
for
money.
instance, like I got.
Our trap's gay. Oh, this is a classic.
or what?
Huh?
A tranny's, yeah, our tranny's gay. Like it's fucking a tranny. It's fucking a tranny gay.
Dang,
Bro,
dude.
Oh, shit. We could debate that. Fuck it.
I'm not debating.
I'm not gonna say that I participate, but I'll participate in that activity, but I'll debate it.
Okay.
Debate? I'll do a casual conversation about it.
I mean, we can after the we could after. I have.
What, you're making me do it?
No, it depends, and anyone can debate me on it.
I mean, I'll do it if you don't want
Go
to.
ahead.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Did you still want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll let you go first, actually.
All
Yeah.
right, so I gotta argue whether or not gay. Again, I would never participate. In reality, it is gay. I'm only giving my devil's advocate perspective. It's very gay to me. So, okay.
Oh shit.
So-
It's very.
All right. So, transsexuals are interesting to discuss. Sexual orientation is subjective. You could engage in a sexual act that is considered homosexual, but not necessarily be appealed to the activity. Maybe you're doing it for monetary value, and in that fact, it would be an asexual activity. Hence, fucking a tranny would not be gay. It all comes down to subjective lens. If you're with a tranny and you're only attracted to the feminine features that they have implanted into themselves, then you are attracted to feminine traits, hence females, and maybe you're not attracted to their dick, which is a male part of the anatomy, which would be homosexual. So if you kind of remove that from your lens and only focus on the feminine traits, it is not homosexual, it is not gay, and it is easily possible to fuck a tranny in a non-homosexual manner. So fucking trannies are not gay unless you focus
Most
on the
importantly,
masculine
if you
traits.
say no homo, it's not gay.
And if you say no homo, yeah. All right, so that's my argument.
Oh man, what a topic.
All right, ready, Pimpin?
Yeah.
All right, ready? So you're for the are gay. All right, ready? Go.
Okay. So yeah, transsexuals are gay. The reason why is because they transition into the opposite sex to have relationships or sex with the opposite sex and to feel more like the opposite sex. And so therefore, by definition, they are attracted to the similar sex that they are transitioning into. So by definition, they are gay. It would be counterintuitive to go to the opposite sex and then date the sex that you were initially. So it wouldn't really make much sense in terms of desires and in terms of often cases that we see oftentimes. So yeah.
All right.
At the end of the day, guys, you guys gotta remember, like, you know, if you're doing something, they got a dick that's moving around like a helicopter while you're doing shit. Like that sounds pretty gay to me, you know.
It's extremely gay, man. It's extremely gay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.